Senator Sheldon Whitehouse did not hold back. Sitting across from 4 of President Trump's nominees to the Tennessee Valley Authority Board of Directors, the Rhode Island Democrat looked them dead in the eyes and delivered a line that has been making waves ever since. "I hope you realize how ridiculous the 4 of you look." That was the moment the hearing room on Capitol Hill went electric, and the battle over who controls one of America's most powerful public utilities became front-page news. So what exactly is going on here? Why is Senator Whitehouse this fired up? And what does it mean for the 10 million Americans who depend on TVA power every single day? Let's get into it. The Tennessee Valley Authority is not just any government agency. It is the largest federally owned electric utility in the entire United States. It generates and delivers electricity to more than 10 million people spread across 7 states, including Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, Kentucky, Georgia, North Carolina, and Virginia. It was built during the Great Depression as part of Franklin Roosevelt's New Deal to bring electricity, jobs, and flood control to one of the most economically depressed regions of the country. For nearly a century, it has operated as a rare government success story, and its board of directors is responsible for some of the most consequential decisions in American energy policy. Earlier in 2025, President Trump fired 3 Democratic board members, leaving the board unable to reach a quorum for major decisions. Without a quorum, TVA cannot approve new policies, rate changes, or major programs. The board had operated for months without the minimum number of directors needed to approve new policies and programs. Trump became the first president to fire TVA board members since Franklin Roosevelt himself. To fill those empty seats, Trump nominated 4 men: Jeff Haygood, a Knoxville attorney; Mitch Graves, a Memphis healthcare executive; Randall Jones, an Alabama insurance agent; and Art Graham, a Florida public service commissioner. The hearing was officially titled "The Hearing on the Nominations of Mitch Graves, Jeff Haygood, Randall Jones, and Arthur Graham to be a member of the Board of Directors of the Tennessee Valley Authority." Senator Whitehouse, who serves as the ranking member of the Senate Environment and Public Works Committee, came to that October 2025 hearing loaded with questions and frustration. His core argument was direct and blistering. He questioned where among the nominees was the actual experience in energy, and called the slate nominees who looked more like cronies, nominated to do the president's bidding and corrupt the organization they are supposed to serve. Whitehouse made clear this was not just about qualifications on paper. It was about a pattern he sees in how Trump is reshaping federal institutions. He argued that the Trump administration was pushing TVA toward technological devolution, higher cost power, and environmental destruction, with fewer jobs and less accountability, but more benefit for Trump's fossil fuel megadonors. He specifically warned that suppressing wind and solar power does not save money. Whitehouse told the nominees that if they suppress wind and solar, they are virtually inevitably raising costs for TVA ratepayers at the end of the day. That is a direct pocketbook issue for 10 million American households. The nominees, for their part, said they wanted to keep electricity affordable and reliable, and that they would need to use a mix of all energy sources to meet rising demand, including a surge in power consumption from new data centers being built across the region. Nominees said their goal was to continue to drive energy innovation while keeping electricity affordable and reliable, requiring a blended grid combining traditional fossil fuel and renewable energy. But Democrats on the committee were not satisfied with those answers, arguing the nominees dodged key commitments on clean energy goals and consumer protection. The confrontation did not end with that October hearing. The battle stretched through the end of 2025. A 5th nominee, Nashville car dealership magnate Lee Beeman, faced an even more contentious confirmation process. Whitehouse called Beamon's qualification that of a Trump loyalist and 2020 election denier, in reference to his support of Trump and the debunked claims that the 2020 election was stolen. Whitehouse said Beamon signed a letter asking state lawmakers to appoint phony electors to overturn the election and received a Freedom Award from Koch-backed Americans for Prosperity, which supports the fossil fuel industry. The Beamon hearing became even more explosive when senators raised deeply troubling personal allegations. Several senators raised allegations of abuse against Beamon leveled in court documents in 2018 by his fourth wife, which Beamon said were meant to harass him. Whitehouse entered those court filings directly into the congressional record. Then came more conflicts of interest. Beamon had purchased 2 Washington, D.C. houses totaling 6,500 square feet in the name of a company called Crockett Ventures and leased them to a nonprofit organization for just $1 per year, a group run by his evangelical pastor Steve Berger, with House Speaker Mike Johnson and a Republican congressman among those believed to be living in the properties. Democratic senators argued this created a clear conflict of interest that would compromise Beamon's ability to independently serve TVA and its customers. Whitehouse summed up the situation bluntly, saying of Beamon that he is not just unqualified, but he is unfit. The committee vote on Beamon was ultimately postponed after those revelations, and his nomination expired at the end of the calendar year. As for the original 4 nominees, the Senate confirmed all 4 on December 18, 2025, as part of a package of 97 presidential nominees confirmed along party lines by a vote of 53 to 43, restoring a quorum to the TVA board for the first time in months. Not a single Democrat voted for them. The larger picture here goes well beyond one utilities board. Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer argued on the Senate floor that Trump had nominated some of the worst, most unqualified, and most unscrupulous loyalists ever to serve in the federal government, and Republicans changed Senate rules to push them through faster without proper scrutiny. Democrats across the board have been raising alarms about a nomination process they say has been weaponized to reward loyalty over expertise and to hand over the levers of government to political allies and donors rather than qualified public servants. Whitehouse's outburst at the TVA hearing was part of a much larger pattern of Democratic pushback that has played out across dozens of committee rooms on Capitol Hill since Trump returned to office. For 10 million Americans living in TVA's 7-state service area, the stakes in these confirmation battles are real and personal. Higher electricity bills, decisions about nuclear development, clean energy investment, and whether a public utility that has served the working people of the Southeast for nearly a century gets steered in the direction of public interest or private profit, those are the questions hanging over this fight. Senator Whitehouse may have been dramatic when he told those 4 nominees they looked ridiculous, but his frustration reflects a broader alarm among Democrats that the careful, nonpartisan management of critical American institutions is being replaced by a loyalty test. Whether Republicans and the American public ultimately agree with that assessment will be tested in the months ahead as these newly confirmed board members begin making decisions that hit ordinary people directly in their wallets. That is the full story. Drop your thoughts in the comments below and share this video so more Americans know what is actually happening with the agencies and utilities that power their daily lives.